So I want this to be my top. So I'm going to take a little water and spray it on my ganache so my fondant sticks. And then I'm going to cut a clean edge on one side, like that. And I'm going to lift this up and put it just right here, because I'm only doing the top part, like that. Now this corner you want to be pretty clean, and you want it to be a corner that doesn't have any wrinkles in it. But the good news is this is going to be covered, so you can do this. It doesn't really matter. So you want to get your nice kind of clean corner on this part, and same over here. Like I said, the good news is we're not going to see this, so we can kind of cheat it over this way. Get our nice corner. And then we can trim this here. And there. And here. There we go. Okay. So we have the top part of our bed that we're going to be laying our blanket on. And what we want to do, because you don't want this lump, so I'm going to kind of push this lump in, because we're going to have another blanket that comes up here, but you don't want to see this lump where this fondant is. So I'm going to kind of push it into my ganache so that the lump won't be visible. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but I'm going to get it in there as well, you know, as much as I can, kind of push it down so it's not quite such a hard edge. There you go. Like that. All right, now we're ready for our blanket. So I'm gonna go get that and I'll be right back. All right, so we're back, and I've already taken the time to roll out our blanket, which is a pretty little lavender. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna cut one end. I want a clean end on one side, because that's the side that's gonna lay up here. So I've got that done. I'm gonna spray my fondant, or my ganache, so the fondant sticks. And now I'm going to lift this up, and I want to make sure that I get this in the right spot. I want to have a nice edge along here. So I'm going to take my straight edge and I'm going to put it there so I have a guide. And I'm going to lift this up and lay it down, and then kind of move it so I see where I want to put it. There we go. Okay, now the good news about this is it's a blanket, so it's not supposed to be perfectly flush to the edge. So I can take my straight edge and just kind of give it a nice flowing fabric cut. You don't want it perfectly straight, because your blanket is going to be laying across like that. So see, now you've just got wrinkles and the blanket is just kind of laying across the bed like that. Now I want this quilt to have a pattern in it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my straight edge again, and this is a PME tool that has a little serrated wheel on it. And so when you roll it, it makes a little serrated roll. So I want to do a diagonal pattern, and I'm not going to be totally exact because I'm not too worried about it. It's a blanket and it may not be perfectly laying flat, but I'm going to just kind of do with my ruler, I actually want to turn this the other way, lay this on here to give across the top where my lines would go. And then once I get the ones on the top, I'm going to follow them down on the sides and the bottom. And then I'm going to do it in the other direction. So I've got it here. That's pretty much done. And now I can see where they would have continued. So if this is going like this, it's going to continue like that. So I'm going to line it up and keep going on that side to go all the way down. So if this goes this way, it's going to continue like that.